that time that you do get, make it count. It has to matter, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 5 hours, choose.
Well, we are in the kitchen once again with our kitchen couples. Always a great place to be around the island here.
Yeah.
And we don't vote anyone off the island.
No, we all stay on the island. We have Mike and Diane, of course, and Eric and Kara. And yeah, it's always fun to learn and glean from those who have a lot of wisdom when it comes to marriage relationships.
Like Doctors Les and Leslie Parrott. And this idea of our time styles, it's kind of a different thing. Now, I saw a sign. You were shopping in a store, and I usually try to find a seat, but it was one of these knick-knack stores, and I saw this little sign painted. I thought, hey, so I took a picture of it, because it said, a woman's be ready in 5 minutes, and a man's be home in 5 minutes mean exactly the same thing.
Exactly the same thing.
It has nothing to do with 5 minutes.
Exactly the same thing. And that is our time differences because, like they were saying, we just live life differently. We experience life differently. And some people are just, let's do it now. And other people are saying, but it's not on the calendar. It's not on the schedule. So that can cause some clashing in our relationships.
Yeah, so we have to figure out, how do we actually understand each other's time style, but then deliberately, make time together and make the time to.
So you
that we
guys,
need to.
you've been married 8 years.
Yes.
Yep.
So you've learned a few things.
Yeah, well, we're right in the thick of this because I started a new job. We have 2 babies now. We're learning new schedules. And with
busy.
that comes with a lot.
I like to say it's a good busy because it is a good busy, but it's
Seriously.
busy.
But with that, some moments we only get to see each other at 10 p.m. at night. So, and that goes for people who are shift workers too, or on different schedules as your spouse. So sometimes we only see each other from 10 p.m. on because I've been out or he's been out with work or whatever it may be. And so I think the quality sometimes is better than the quantity. And I think that's when you learn each other's love language. Because you may not have a ton of time with each other during the week because kids' schedule, your schedule, different events. But if you make sure the times you are together, there's quality there, sometimes the quantity.
We want to value our time together as well, and it's the discipline of prioritizing your values. You choose what is most important to you, and it's there's this thought I've been in my mind for the past few months of just you choose what matters most over what matters now. In the here and now, I could be doing this, but what can I sacrifice to choose what matters most? And time with my wife matters more than a lot of the things that I end up spending my time doing, and so I feel like I need to choose that discipline of prioritizing my values first. So choose what matters most over what matters now.
Which might mean you say no to a few things so that you can do that.
That's good.
But people are so important, right? And you have all these people to see and to it has been a journey, learning what time together means. Right? Because time together sometimes, right? I mean, to a guy, right? It means, okay, we get home and we spend an hour watching sports, right?
Love language right there.
And that doesn't work. So, really, this whole process of really learning and understanding, and it does change over time, right? Alone time can mean just being home in time to help with the kids and get everybody to bed and have a little time in the evening. It could mean, right, going out, right? Well, I really need this time in the house is not what I mean by time. I need some time out of the house. Now, and then there's a time when, no, that time out of the house is no good. I need time out of the country, right?
Somewhere hot on the beach.
Yeah, so it does change and it does move and it is fluid. And so that communication, that constant communication is so important.
And that time out of the house does not mean, oh, we're going to go to an event tonight. Yeah. No, because there's 500 other people at that event, so I won't see you at that event, right? So you have to pick and choose those quality times because that time that you do get, make it count. It has to matter, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 5 hours. Choose, and hear me when I say choose to make it count. Because you can be, oh, it's only 5 minutes. No, you got 5 minutes? Choose to make those 5 minutes count.
That's good. It's quality time, but is your time quality?
Right.
Right.
Now with us, we work together.
Yeah.
And so that's a little different than, I guess they'd say in the States, y'all. It's a little different than y'all. But so we're together all the time.
All the time.
And so, but it's
good.
but it's kind of in a work mode.
Yeah.
So we have to deliberately, intentionally
Yes.
say, okay, now often over lunch,
Yeah.
we'll do
Yeah.
something.
See, okay. So we really, he's so competitive. I've said this before. He's my Rock of Gibraltar, steady Eddie guy. Nothing, rocks his boat, except when it comes to competing in games. Loves to compete in games. Exactly. So quite often, basically every day, our kitchen table is our office, and so once we're saying, okay, it's noon, it's lunchtime. I'll make lunch and we'll pull out a deck of cards. We'll play Phase 10 or I don't know, whatever. We have lots of different games we like to play. So we'll play different games, and during that 1 hour, we don't talk about work, we don't talk about scheduling, don't talk about anything else. We just get in the moment. I mean, we trash talk each other. We're going down, and it's just a whole different atmosphere.
So does this trash talk happen after you guys work on all the marriage
Exactly.
advice?
It's kind of our decompress valve that we press. Okay, we're human. Okay, now get back to the good stuff.
Yeah, but one of the good stuff we heard from one of our marriage experts on A Better Us, he said about scheduling your priorities on the calendar, and he said like daily you should have at least 15 minutes together just to decompress from the day and just talk. And then so there's a daily, weekly, the date night type of thing at least once a week, and then quarterly have at least a weekend away, and that's important. And then annually, take that week away, do that vacation, go out of the country if you want to, and so there you could, if you look at it in those type of daily, weekly, quarterly, annually, then you could, but actually schedule it, because if you don't, it's not going to happen.
Right,
like put it in the calendar in big bold letters, so that other things don't impinge on
And
it.
if you're a young family, look for other young families and say, listen, we can't afford to go on vacation, but we will take your kids Friday night if you'll take our kids Saturday night or something.
Even a date
Just
night thing.
A date night thing where, you kind of trade off, or for the whole weekend, and then you have a whole weekend, a staycation. So anyway, just some ideas.
Okay, well, this has been time well spent, guys.
And in other words, she's right again.
Yes.
Yes.
Quality. Okay, stay with us. More to come.